I believe that the team with the best athletes usually wins. That's hard for coaches to say, right? Because we'd like to think they won because of us. We would like that. So I believe you need to attract, notice I didn't say recruit. Because a public school like I'm at, you just have to make it so damn good that they want to be there. All of them. Every fast kid at my school runs track. And if we're no good, it's because our gene pool sucks. It's not because I got the best kids out. And then the other thing is we're going to create athletes. We're going to create athletes. So this is why we do it. Through 2 3-letter words. So now how are we going to do it? Number one, we're going to make practice the best part of a kid's day. When I was a chemistry teacher for 38 years, I mean, that's not photoshopped. I was juggling fire. I had to do some crazy stuff in order to get kids to like what we're doing. There's some boring stuff in chemistry. And I would apologize for putting them through the boring stuff and say, we'll blow something up on Friday. I told them on the first day of class that chemistry is going to be your favorite class. I'm going to be your favorite teacher. You know what that makes you do then? You got to get to work. But it's really not that hard to be the best part of a kid's day, because kids in high school, kids' days suck. Follow along, especially a low-level kid, like in the lower classes. Follow them around school from worksheet class to worksheet class where teachers don't like them. Teachers only like the good students. The rest of them they hate. There's a lot of hate out there. I don't like it. So if you're just like a one-eyed man, you're still king because everybody else sucks. I used to say I'm the tallest midget. My class is just better than all the other shit classes. It'll be the same in sports. If your program is just a little bit better, kids are going to buy in. Number two, we're going to build apex predators. What does that mean? We're going to sprint fast. We're going to lift heavy. Now, lift heavy does not mean, 700-pound squats and things like that. By lift heavy, I'm just trying to appease a lot of the S&C people that come to my things. See, he's not against lifting. He said lift heavy. Jump high and far, I think there's two different things. I think that's explosiveness. My favorite, I wish that every gym we could lower the rims and just dunk a lot. Just aggressive, explosive, jumping, and the last thing's bounce. I got this from my dad. He would say, I like that guy. I'd say, why, Dad? He'd say, he's bouncy. He's bouncy. If you think about it, heavy-footed guys are not real good athletes. So bounce can be trained. I get to show a little clip here when I talk about speed. And before you guys start talking Texas track, okay, just shut up, all right? I know you all run like 38s and stuff in the 4x1, but this is Illinois fast. And the guy that just ran that, he's running tomorrow in the NCAAs. Marcellus Moore, University of Texas, 9.99, not bad. The guy he beat, the guy right there in the red, that's Courtney Lindsay. He just turned pro. He ran it at Texas Tech, yes. And when Texas people give me shit, I'm like, the two fastest guys in Texas are from Illinois. Anyway, it's hard to be fast where it's cold. And no sun, and it rains every day. Yeah. Lift heavy, yeah. The only thing David may change my mind tomorrow, but there's nothing in the weight room that I've ever seen that has a direct correlation to speed. Bear with me. You're probably saying cleans. There's nothing in the weight room that fast people do great And slow people just can't do it. So to me, I'm always saying, do what fast people do. So to me, what this tells me is that we need to stay general in the weight room, not specific, and we need to get strong. But don't think that this lift is going to, like shave a second off your 100 time. No, there is no lift that does that. We jump high. I say that testing is training and training is testing. If you get a jump mat out there, kids want to keep doing it, right? They love it. If they jump 10 times like this, that's training. That's good stuff. We jump far. Excuse me. By the way, the guy that jumps the highest and jumps the farthest is almost always the anchor guy on my 4x1. Unlike the weight room, jumping is a great indicator of speed. When I was in Franklin, Tennessee, I was in Tennessee for 2 years as a coach. I saw this 5'8" kid, played on no teams. Trey Hardison. And he tomahawk dunked one. He's 5'8". I said, Trey, he smelled like weed really bad. But I said, Trey, you're going to be one of my great ones. He goes, what do you coach? I said, track. He goes, I don't run. I go, we don't run. We sprint and jump. Okay, I'll be there. He was great. So no, if you see a guy who can jump high, jump far, that is a better indicator than any lift in the weight room. And I'm not saying not to lift. I'm not saying that. Lift. And then bounce. There's tons of things for bounce. This is an example of a bounce. Slow guys can't do that. We could put the hurdle on the high mark and get some of you guys out here. There's very few of you that would clear because you're all slow now. We get slow as we age. But if you stay fast, you'll never get old. Tom Petty wrote a song about that. Never let today ruin tomorrow. Hormesis. Paracelsus said that everything is a poison, nothing's a poison, it all depends on the dosage. That had to do with like pharmaceuticals 500 years ago. But I think this is all about training too. It's all about training. When I see this, I think of aspirin. 2 aspirin clears up a headache. 100, suicide. I think that we go too far in training a lot of times. And then Scholl says for every substance, small doses stimulate. Small doses stimulate. Moderate doses inhibit and large doses kill. Training. Or tequila. My goal is to train the kids to, this is a hormesis curve. My dad used to call the top of the curve the point of diminishing returns. Like if you had a 4-hour basketball practice, the last 2 hours would detrain the first 2 hours. So he never had a 4-hour practice. He was smart in a lot of ways. Good coach. We do not know where that hump is on every guy on our team. Matter of fact, that hump may be different from one day to another with a single person. So I want to train everybody on the front side of that hump. I want to get a gain out of practice. I think most of my practice, all of them probably, I ended up way down at the bottom. That's hormesis. Especially in Texas, right? You can't burn the steak. You can't unburn it. You can always cook it a little bit more, but you can't burn the steak. And I'm not talking about meat here, I'm talking about training. We want to get to the line 80% in shape. Boy, is this hard for coaches. 80% in shape and 100% healthy, not the other way around. Pretty important statement here. That we want to do less and be really healthy and the best version of ourselves performing in practice every day. My high school coach football coach said, we're going to break you down, then build you back stronger. I don't believe in breaking kids. I just don't. This is hard because this is a truly masculine thing. I don't think women see this and get excited. You know, like, I wish I was pulling that sled. But I think we do. There's something about this that, you know, like, yeah, I think I would like that. I think I'd like to be pulling that sled. Les says that if you make a profit every day, you'll never go broke. Once again, you want to be on the front side of that hormesis curve. You want to get a little better every day without detraining, without ruining the next day.